Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Secretly Done. Today I'm gonna tell you about top 10 most powerful weapon that Kratos ever wielded. I made this list on my opinion. I made this list by considering their powers, abilities, and everything they can do, like their abilities of creating shockwaves, their abilities of consuming souls. That's an example. I will tell you everything about the weapons and how Kratos got them. So, without any further ado, let's start. So, the weapon that is on the top 10th is Barbarian Hammer. Kratos got this weapon by Barbarian King. He met him again in God of War 2. He first met him in God of War 1, where he cut off his head by blades of chaos. He killed him ruthlessly that he was so angry that he came back for revenge just to kill Kratos. He came back from underworld to kill Kratos. Kratos was so strong that he beat him again and took his hammer, and he used it to summon undead souls and kill his enemies. This hammer is able to create shock waves that blow enemies up in the air. You can use this weapon in God of War 2, where you can create shock waves, summon souls, and even one-shot enemies. But the biggest problem is this weapon is very slow compared to other weapons. When you're facing fast enemies that appear many times in God of War 2, you won't be able to attack them because they are so fast that when you start to attack, they immediately interrupts you. So clearly you won't be able to land any attack on them because they immediately dodge or interrupts your attack. So whenever you encounter any fast enemy, you shouldn't take out this weapon. Although it's good for boss fights like Kraken and other boss fight that appears in God of War 2. That was all about Barbarian Hammer. Now let's move to number 9. So on the number 9th place we have Gauntlet of Zeus. This gauntlet was worn by Zeus long ago. Kratos used this to defeat his enemies and break multiple objects. This weapon is so strong that it can create shock waves. Plus, in the shock waves, there are lightning. Of course, there will be lightning because it was by Zeus, the god of lightning himself. This weapon deals super heavy damage to enemies. Plus, it's super fast that enemy can't even interrupt you while attacking. But there's a catch. When you charge your attacks for bigger shockwaves, the enemy can interrupt you because you're charging your attack. So be aware, and when you're using it against slow enemies, it's effective when you charge it. Kratos found Gauntlet of Zeus near pits of Tartarus, where a statue of Zeus was wearing it. Kratos broke the statue and took the gauntlet. Even though at last Eos and Athena took it from Kratos, because Zeus couldn't let Kratos have such a power that it can even throw a chain a mile away. And I'm not talking about the normal chains that hold humans. I'm talking about the chains that hold titans like Atlas and Kronos. Although Kronos is not in the pits of Tartarus. So let's move on number 8. At number 8 we got Arms of Sparta. These weapons are primary weapons of a Spartan. These weapons are powered by Sparta, and these weapons have superhuman abilities like providing superhuman strength and speed. These weapons are super effective against slow enemies and also fast enemies because they are fast and slow at the same time. These weapons also contain slow attacks, plus it also contains fast attacks. It's a confusing weapon, so it can be hard to understand by just words. So you gotta play God of War Ghost of Sparta. Now, if you ask me about the weapon's abilities, so these weapons contains unlimited spears. That means you can throw unlimited spears. These weapons also contains a shield that is so powerful that it can even endure the hits of the gods. It did it in Ghost of Sparta when Thanatos attacked the shield, but still Kratos was able to defend himself by his shield. These weapons can also give heavy damage and low damage. When you attack by slow hits, it can deal heavy damage, and when you attack fast, you can deal low damage. So on number 7 we got the Leviathan axe. This axe is from Kratos' wife Faye in Norse mythology. Faye gave this axe to Kratos as a gift. Kratos is using this axe to kill his enemies. This axe is super cold. When Kratos attacks, this axe reaches the temperature of minus 1000 degrees. So the enemy freezes on the spot. You can bring hurricanes using this axe. Plus it deals heavy damage and you can even throw it and it will come back direct in your hand like Mjolnir. That is Thor's hammer. So let's move on to number 6. We got another spear in our list and that is Dropmir spear that Kratos got in God of War Ragnarok, the latest game God of War published. This weapon is basically infinite ammo like the first one and it can explode on the spot. When Kratos throw it and tap it, it explodes. So it deals double damage. This weapon deals super heavy damage and is fast, super fast. And this weapon contains very less combos, so it's not that strong, so it is only at number 6. So at number 5 we have Blades of Chaos. These blades were given to Kratos by Ares himself. These blades are the primary weapon of Kratos. Kratos used these blades so much time that he has mastered them. These blades contain so much deadly combos that enemy doesn't even stand a chance. Now I don't need to explain much about Blades of Chaos, so let's move on to number 4. On the number 4 we got Miming Cestus. These weapons were wielded by Hercules, the god of strength. These weapons are some kind of gloves that are so heavy that they are so fast. I know it's confusing, but it is what it is. These weapons can create shock waves to knock enemies out. And these weapons doesn't equip our ability because these weapons are just some gloves. And plus it also contains chains in the gloves. So it's super strong. Kratos can deal super heavy damage by these weapons and he can even knock out crystals that are undefeatable. I mean unbreakable. So at number 3 we got Claws of Hades. These weapons are wielded by Hades in God of War 3. Kratos took him from Hades and consumed his soul so he can swim in river Styx. So now Kratos have Claws of Hades. He can summon undead souls to fight for him. He can perform many combos that are super fast and super heavy damage. These weapons contain super fast speed and are able to deal heavy damage. And that's it, the powers are not that much. So at number 2 we got Blades of Exile. These blades are made from Blades of Chaos and Blades of Athena. It's basically a fusion. So Athena made this for Kratos to fight Olympians. And Kratos used these like he has mastered them. Because he mastered Blades of Chaos and Blades of Exiles are the same as Blades of Chaos. So it doesn't make a difference. These weapons also produce fire but in a large amount than Blades of Chaos. And these weapons have amazing combos that are new and Kratos never used their combos ever before. So the most powerful weapon of Kratos is the Blade of Olympus. No doubt this blade is the most powerful weapon Kratos ever wielded because this weapon ended the Great Titan War. This weapon contains thunder, lightning and everything Zeus have because Zeus made this weapon between heaven and earth. And the Blade of Olympus is basically all based on strength, not on abilities. So this weapon can shoot bullets like it is a gun. And also it can shoot multiple projectiles like it is a RPG. So that was the top 10 weapons that Kratos ever wielded. If you like the video, subscribe my channel. And I'll catch you in the next one.